Hello, everybody. Dr. Letitia Williams here, physical therapist, um, essential oil lady, or oil fitness lady. And I'm glad that you were able to join me this evening, today, tomorrow, whenever you are viewing this Essential Oils 101 class. So, a little bit about me. What we're going to cover today are several different oils, as well as kind of my journey and how I began using essential oils and what I have found just kind of personally have worked the best for myself and also for um, my family as well. So, a little bit about me. I am a physical therapist, wife, mother, entrepreneur, also nutrition and wellness coach. Owner of my own business called Holy Lifestyles Rehab and Wellness, with the Live Your Best Life wellness line added as well. So, my journey with essential oils began last year around March or April 2018. So, what I was looking for was some strategies and some natural based things to help with my youngest son and his ADHD. Now, of anything that we're talking about tonight, obviously, essential oils are not to, cure or, use for a treatment or disease or anything like that. I can just go by what my personal experience has been with using essential oils. So, we're having a lot of problems with him last year with sleep. Now, normally we used to think, oh yeah, he's going to sleep and he's staying asleep, no big deal. Well, that wasn't the case. He was falling asleep, but then he was waking up in the night, and then he wouldn't have the rest that he needed for school. And then that further kind of went into other problems he was having with concentration, hyperactivity, and not having that sleep component was something that I really wanted to find, and I didn't want to find another medicine or something like that for him. So, through a family friend, got introduced to essential oils. Now, I had heard a little bit about essential oils, but wasn't really sure about what it is that they did, what kind of the components were there, and I was thinking, okay, is it really going to be something helpful? But once I kind of did my own research, because my background is I have a BS in biological sciences, so I was used to doing research and trying to find out for myself, because that's why I tell people, find out for yourself, do your own research, and then you can go from there, and you kind of use your own knowledge and your own judgment. Began using the oil, started with a lot of people are kind of familiar with lavender, but I really needed a combination of the lavender and actually a cedarwood oil. Those combinations together were kind of that double punch that that was useful for helping him with sleep. Sleeps so much better now. I mean, it was something that having a diffuser in his room and also applying the lavender, a few drops to his feet, it made a world of a difference with him and his sleep. So, introduced actually to Young Living essential oils and that brand, and began to do the research myself, and then even started with incorporating a lot of natural based things that we were already kind of doing in our normal lifestyle, but then transitioning to really seeing what is in the air around us. What are we putting on our bodies? What are we washing our clothes with, our dishes with? All that stuff that I hadn't really, paid a whole lot of attention to. Had made other healthier choices and options, but hadn't really looked at that component. So let's go and let's keep going. Let's start about what are essential oils. So, essential oils, they're not new. They're essentially part of the most powerful part of the plant. They've been used in many cultures: Egypt, China, India, Greece, Rome. I mean, you name it. They've been used. Hippocrates studied the effects of 300 plants years ago. The kind of the father of modern medicine. In the 1800s, there was a large flowering industry in which the French perfumers were obviously using the power plants for perfumes. Well, during this time, this was actually during the time, that TB or tuberculosis was high. But the workers, they weren't getting sick. So the first recorded lab test for the antibacterial properties was recorded in 1887. So of those French perfumers, and then them actually being able to study those effects, actually the founder of Young Living, Gary Young, studied under those French masters. So no other essential oils or no other company can claim that history of having that direct knowledge and training underneath looking at the way the power of plants. So other facts: France, a French chemist coined the term aromatherapy and published a book in 1928. In the 1980s, there was a French medical doctor that cataloged the medicinal properties of over 270 essential oils. So yes, you can use the power of plants to make changes in your daily life, make, different swaps of things that might have not been as natural or plant-based, and of the similar things that you've been currently using as well. So plants themselves, they're capable of producing, obviously oils. So they have at least two types of oils that produce. They're the fixed oils, and that's kind of what you're seeing with corn and olive oil, coconut oil, things like that. And then obviously there is essential oils. The essential oils are the protective property, is that protects the plants. And then they carry the aromatic quality. So being able to, the scents and being able to inhale the properties as well. Excuse me. The essential oils are also, their molecules are extracted from plant tissue. So how it's prepared is that to be able to extract the oil, there's kind of several ways they do it. They distill it, they extract it, and then, or they actually press the actual plant to be able to get the essential oil out of it. So at any time, feel free to post a question in the comments, especially if you're viewing this after the replay. I'll be going back and checking those and answering questions as I can. And so don't feel free to chime in. All right, so how do we use oils? There's three ways. Topically, by inhaling them, and also by ingesting them. So there's only one brand currently that I trust to do all three of those things with, just kind of in my current experience and things that I have, and that would be Young Living products. So a recent thing with the Young Living Vitality line, that's basically the white labeling in the oils that they're designated in the white labeling. That means basically for compliance, it just lets you know that you can ingest them. So, which a good thing that just happened is that now all of the Vitality line are now non-GMO certified. So to receive this, all the Vitality oils have to pass through a third-party verification, auditing, and testing. So that's pretty awesome as well. So how do essential oils actually enter your body? Tests have shown that oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid within 3 seconds. They're found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when applied topically. So that's pretty quick that you can see a direct impact on how your body is associating with the essential oil. So how long do they last? They've said studies have shown that the expulsion of the essential oil takes place in 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy individual. All right, let's keep going. All right, why Young Living essential oils? They have, to me, highest quality and efficacy. They're seed to seal promise, and then they own their own farms. So that was something that I hadn't thought about because I had seen essential oils like in, the 97-cent bin at Walmart or attached to different things. And sometimes those were actually just smelled too strong, to me. And it didn't seem like that there's no way that they could be real. And then once I started looking at actually, high quality oils, I'm thinking, man, you can't pick these up for 97 cents. There's no way that can be actually the real oil in there. And if there is, it's very, very little. There's not really any standards for essential oils. So anyone can, slap some oils in there and put a label on and say it's the oil, but it could be a blend. It could have different additives and fillers in there. And I saw that with Young Living, that wasn't the case. So, and like I said, some of the essential oils are actually diluted with synthetic fillers that actually can have a disruption with your hormones. Obviously, we definitely don't want that. So they're the most experienced, and they've been around the longest. The founder, Gary Young, studied under the French masters and really brought those into how quality of oils. There's no pesticides used on the farms. There's no synthetics, 100% naturals. And that's, once I saw that and then actually got to experience it for myself, then I really saw how that maybe I should give it a try. Once again, do the research yourself. You can always, like I did, I started out with a kit that had 11 essential oils so that I could go ahead and try out things and see how they worked, especially because I really wanted to see how it could have an impact on my youngest son, as well as helping with this day-to-day things that I hadn't even really thought of, that I said, okay, now this makes sense to me, that that essential oils can be an easy fix. If they, try them out. If I like them, I like them. If I don't, I don't. So now I can say that I'm definitely bought into the powerful plant-based power. So let's go ahead and talk about some oils. One thing I want you to think about, if you haven't already, if you haven't heard of it, it's called the Think Dirty app. You can download this app. Basically, you can scan products and see how safe their ingredients are. So a score of 4 to 7 means the ingredients have a moderately negative long-term health impacts, and a score of 8 to 10, serious effects. So I challenge you to go through, after this is over, and scan your all-purpose cleaners, your laundry detergent, and my guess they will probably scan at an 8 to 10. Since most detergents contain sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a foaming agent that has been linked to irritation of the skin, eyes, organ toxicity, endocrine disruption, possible mutations, and cancer. So, of course, as soon as you wash your clothes, you don't come up immediately ill or sick or, cancerous or anything like that. But some things that you may have noticed that pop up, like low energy, weight gain, headaches, they can be effects of toxic chemicals being built up in your body. So, once I began in my essential oil journey, I started with a starter kit that gave me a variety of oils to be able to try all at the same time. And it made sense to me. And one thing I found out was that which I thought was real crazy, to know that the average adult is exposed to more than 700,000 different toxic chemicals on a daily basis. Not a year, a month, none of that, on a daily basis. And you're thinking, man, that's real crazy. There was also a study by the Environmental Working Group that found that 287 toxic chemicals were found, pollutants and pesticides were found in a newborn baby's umbilical cord blood. So think about the direct things that the mom is intaking are the direct things that are going directly to a newborn baby that has had no interaction with this world, and it's already coming in with exposure to almost 300 toxic chemicals and pollutants, which is just like crazy. So now let's talk about starter kit, and this is actually I'm going to share an updated kit that just was released this year. I hadn't even received the 2 new additional oils on there. I actually have the odor kit. So kit, let me get this in the camera. Comes in this nice little box here. So I'm gonna unpack this a little bit. Actually, I have my diffuser going now with some lavender and thieves, which we're gonna learn about here. So this is the kit that I started my oily journey on. You'll see here. So we're going to go through and just talk about a little bit about each of the oils and go from there. So lemon, this is one of my favorite ones to use with dropping a drop in my water. Very refreshing. It also helps support your liver and lymphatic systems and your immune system to provide a gentle detox. So I love putting a drop in my water, not in plastic bottles. It has to be here. I put it in this one, and this is actually big enough so that it only takes 1 drop. So you'll learn that a little goes a long way. There's a lot of them that are a lot stronger, that all you need is just a little bit in there. So if you used oils before and sometimes you had to drop a bunch in a diffuser, use a bunch, like these are definitely not like this. So that's lemon oil. Next one's lavender. A lot of people are, obviously the most exposure people have initially to essential oils are probably with lavender. All right, calming, great in the diffuser, on your feet before bed. It's one of my go-tos essentially daily for my 9-year-old son for his sleep. If he doesn't have it in the diffuser, I'm like flipping it all over his body, having him putting a drop in there and inhaling, doing like 5 different inhaling it 5 times. Get in, set up our diffuser. If he doesn't really feel the diffuser that night, he's 9, he'll at least use lavender. So I'll have him inhale the lavender. Sometimes I'll put it kind of on the back of his neck, bottom of his feet as well. Say your prayers and we go on to sleep. Next, peppermint. Now this is like the real deal peppermint. As you see the white labels on the lemon and the peppermint, that's the Vitality line I was talking about, that basically these can be used to ingest. So peppermint's another one that's great for helping with kind of curbing your appetite a little bit, and gives you the opportunity to have a little afternoon pick-me-up. Once again, one of the things I can trap, in the water bottle. Definitely have a lot of water in there when you do that. Even with peppermint, even if you want to just try like dip a little toothpick, and then with a toothpick in your water to kind of slow yourself into the peppermint, because once again, it's strong. And it's, really good stuff. So you can use that in the inhalers to pick me up. You can use it on your body anywhere, but a little bit definitely goes a long way. A good thing for seasonal support, if you have lemon, lavender, and the peppermint in diffuser, to help with sometimes during that times when we get all these, nasally symptoms and all that stuff coming on during the seasonal time, use that in the diffuser. Also, you can use it as a roll-on to help with seasonal support too. So the lemon and peppermint are part of the Vitality line. So that's good information to know. Next, new oil that's not in this kit, but it's in the new 2019 kit, which is pretty awesome, because I was like kind of disappointed that this one didn't come in mine. But it's Valor. So it has a woodsy, grounding aroma. It's great to use in the morning to help facilitate a positive attitude. Just think getting up and going in the morning, something to diffuse that way, or you can use it to kind of refocus at the end of a challenging day. So what's in Valor is a blend of black spruce, blue tansy, camphor wood, geranium, and frankincense. It's also great for massage, yoga during meditation time. It helps with refreshing the air when it's diffused, and also it has skin care properties as well. It gives the skin appearance of of, I guess you could say you can highlight your skin appearance with Valor. That's a really good one that I'm going to be getting possibly for my husband to try to diffuse. I've been trying to coach him into getting a diffuser at his desk at work and have maybe him diffusing some Valor. Another great one that's been added to this new kit for this year. All right, next is Diagize. Once again, this is another one in the Vitality line. That is Diagize. If you kind of hear that, that's kind of digestive. So it's kind of great for digestive support. People that may have some issues in those areas, definitely try the Diagize. You can add a drop or two to a capsule, like a vegetable capsule, and take that after a meal. What's in Diagize? It has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. Look up, do your research, look up those. And next was one of my favorites, and also actually one of my son's favorite as well, is frankincense. As we know, the three wise men rank, frankincense and myrrh to JC, to baby Jesus. So I said, hey, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. Frankincense, I definitely like the aroma. And my son, Donovan, that was one of the ones that he was drawn to as well. I believe he likes frankincense, thieves, and I think there's another one that he kind of gravitates to, I thought it was kind of interesting. So frankincense is good for calming, grounding, kind of during prayer, meditation time. Sometimes if you go to a yoga class and they're diffusing something, a lot of times they could be diffusing frankincense. So frankincense also has skin care properties and helps create a youthful appearance. So as you can see, I've been using frankincense. What did I say? Prayer, yoga. Oh yeah, you can also apply it, to your forehead as well. And you can also, clearly you can diffuse. You can diffuse all of those. So a good tip for the skincare is going to be adding frankincense and lavender to your daily moisturizer. I switched my lotion to a unscented lotion and try to get as natural as possible. And I actually do have added essential oils into my lotion. So I get a little dose on there every day. And I've also used frankincense as far as for part of my son's routine with helping him kind of with calming and grounding and preparing him for his school day, putting that on actually a diffuser, a few drops on a diffuser bracelet, which was like a braided bracelet that we put a few drops of frankincense on that he would wear to school to help with supporting him there. Next, Pan Away. So if you're anyone that's like me that likes to exercise, move around a little bit, or you work at a desk all day, sitting hunched over at a computer, you're going to have maybe a little areas that may be a little achy, or, say you kind of slept wrong and, your neck got a little bit stiff. Pan Away, good for your muscles, great for soothing your muscles and joints, and also before or after exercise. And you can actually pair the Pan Away with peppermint as well. So as you can see, there's multiple uses of essential oils, well past, what I'm listing here, but just giving you an idea of how you can incorporate them into your daily living and how you can potentially make some swaps on other things you might have been using that now you can get more natural and plant-based. So another added one for this kit for 2019 is peace and calming. I mean, what else can you have to say? Peace and calming. If you want a little peace, you want a little calming, you have kids, raise your hand if you have kids. Yes. Hit me in the comments. You have kids that you have to pray and you need peace and calming at all times. So peace and calming is a blend of ylang-ylang, orange, tangerine, and patchouli, and blue tansy. So those are all very higher end, expensive, oils that are all comes into the peace and calming. Yep, I see it. I see it, Chanel. double hand. Yes, we need some peace and calming. All right, so this is good for kids' bedtime. Also for adult wind down time. It has a citrusy, floral, down to earth aroma. It can also help freshen air when it's diffused as well. And also has skincare properties that you can apply as well to improve the appearance of your skin when you apply it topically. So pretty awesome, peace and calming. Next up is Raven. Raven's one of my favorite ones I like as well because of its properties of kind of replacing some of the vapor stuff, and you can apply it. Let me see. I'll use it sometimes before a workout or before a run, applying it to throat and chest area. The ingredients will kind of tell you, or what's in it will kind of tell you what it can definitely be helpful with. It has Ravensora, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. So that eucalyptus is something that's that nice breathe in, breathe out, helping with opening up your airways, helping with supporting your respiratory system. So you can apply it topically to your throat, chest area. You can also put it on your pillow at night. So you would put like a few drops in your hand, rub those together, and then just rub it over the pillow. So wonderful to think about that. Raven also, I like diffusing it if you're able to, sometimes even at work, to kind of decrease the craziness at work, kind of freshen up the atmosphere. And I also will carry Raven in my car as well because I do have a car diffuser. So I'll do different blends in the car and try to experiment with those. So there is Raven. All right, we're cranking along. We're moving. All right, so next are a couple of blends that have citrus. So the only, I guess, not dangerous, but something to look about with the citrus-based oil is that they are photosensitive to the sun. So you don't want to put like a bunch of citrus oil like all on your face and stuff and then go out in the sun. Hey, surprise! You're probably going to get irritated. So you want to, not use the citrus-based oils where the sun shines. You might want to put it where the sun don't shine, or cover it up before you go outside if you're going to be using the citrus-based oils topically. So this one is Citrus Fresh. I love this one because of the cleansing scent. For morning pick-me-up, this is one that's commonly diffused in the morning in my kitchen diffuser, especially when my son's down there eating in the morning. It's really something I like to just kind of pep up the air. Also using for cleaning. What I've done with another way to kind of decrease toxins in our environment at home is we switched from using the dryer sheets. We've taken out dryer sheets because they have some toxic things in them, and we switched out to using wool dryer balls. So if you haven't seen those ever before, here's an example of one of them. You can get them from Amazon. There's like I think this was like a 6-pack or something of those. And you can actually just take that and you can drop a few drops right directly on the wool ball and throw those in the dryer. Dry your clothes helps. Sometimes it can even help with drying your clothes faster. You're not using the dryer sheets, as well as your decreasing burden on the environment by those dryer sheets, using those dryer sheets. So you can put that on you can use Citrus Fresh, whatever you want to do. Because a lot of people say, oh, I can't get rid of dryer sheets because I just feel like my clothes are fresh. My clothes will be fresh. Well, you can replace those other fragrances and scent that we don't know what they are and how they could have a disruption to our system with plant-based power. Citrus Fresh is what I use for that, as well as lavender. You can put a few drops on those walls and let those sit and dry for a little bit, and then put your clothes in. Or sometimes you can just use the balls in there, dry your clothes, take the dry balls out, put some oils on there, and then just kind of put them in there for about 5 minutes and that'll be able to get some of the scent as well as changing out laundry detergent. Another thing to look at as well. So, my son doesn't. He definitely likes Citrus Fresh. Um, the next one is one I really like that will be very good for you and the kiddos as well. And getting some of those annoying coworkers that you may have is Stress Away. What else needs to be said? Stress away. So hopefully you might just fling this at people that you might, or just put some on your hand and just be like, do a little walk by them, do a little drive slide. Like, let's get this, hopefully this will help people calm down. So the Stress Away promotes relaxing and calming environment. Good for at night, decompress time. That's what a lot of times when I get to use it. And I also use it midday as well. Calming for kiddos at bedtime, diffusing after a stressful day. What does come in the kit with it is this little, let me get it back in there, this little attachment there that you basically take after you screw this off and take the top, set that down in there, and then you can just stress away all over your body. But remember, Stress Away does have lime oil in it, so that is a citrus oil. So you want to make sure that you're not doing too much stressing away on your face and then going outside. So Stress Away also has copaiba, lavender, cedarwood, octate, and vanilla extract. So I really like the smell. I can diffuse that pretty well. And you can apply it topically as well. So those are, we have one more oil to go. And this oil may be one of the ones that people have heard of before, or if you've been introduced anything with the product base, a lot of people are sometimes introduced to the thieves. Thieves. Okay, so why that name thieves? Well, apparently back during the bubonic plague, there were some thieves that were going around and robbing people that had died. So obviously during that time, you touch somebody, around somebody, it was a wrap. You were gone. So when they were caught, people were trying to figure out why didn't they get sick? Well, apparently they had a blend of oils that was a protective measure for them in which they did not get sick. So that's where that name thieves came from. At least that's the story. But thieves is also pretty awesome. It's great for immune support. It's a good daily support oil. As you see, that's this thieves. It comes, and this is in the white label. So you can ingest that. And sometimes I made like a, like a seasonal support tea. So yeah, like a little bit of drop of thieves, honey, hot water, and be able to, drink it that way and make your own tea. So that's another way for you to be able to get, the powerful properties, by ingesting the thieves oil. I'll use thieves too, topically, kind of recommend, kind of like to get those when you go to the gym and get rid of the heebie-jeebies that may be around on equipment or there. So that's one of the ones I carry in my gym bag. Thieves, being able to check those hands and the body, because I don't want to be catching stuff. As well as if you have kids, diffusing that in the air for sure, using the good old thieves. That's another way. It kind of has I don't know if it's it has cinnamon bark in it. So it kind of has that, calming cinnamon, or people really like that, the fall time, scent, like pumpkin spice and stuff like that, because it has lemon, clove, cinnamon bark. It has the eucalyptus radiata, and it has rosemary senile. And this is part of the vitality line. So you can ingest it. There's a whole, Young Living has an entire thieves line that has dishwashing detergent, cleaner, toothpaste, mouthwash, hand purifier, and a multi-purpose cleaner. I have the toothpaste, the dishwashing. No, I don't have dishwashing. Laundry detergent, as well as the hand purifiers. I use those consistently every day. I have one in my car, one in my physical therapy office. I'm always busting that thieves hand purifier out because it's not like harsh on my hands. And then I definitely like that I know all the ingredients of what is in it. So, and they also, in the new kit, you also get a hand purifier. So you get, and then you get actually a sample pack of the Thieves Cleaner. And then two other bonus things in there is you get Ningxia Red. So Ningxia Red, you get two 2-ounce samples of Ningxia Red, what basically is a powerful antioxidant boost drink. And it's really good served chilled. So you got to have it served chilled. So you get 2 samples of those come with the oils that I've just discussed in what's called the Premium Starter Kit. The Ningxia Red, you're like, okay, what is that? Basically, it's a superfruit. It's antioxidant filled juice that has wolfberries, pomegranate, blueberry, plum. It also it's an essential oil infused as well. So that's pretty awesome. You get some of the vitality oils in there, lemon, tangerine, orange, yuzu, and then they have a little bit of vanilla extract. So pretty awesome to be able to do that. And also another way to kind of get rid of some of the, blends and juices given the kids that are, sugary and may have, dyes and colors and things in those. The Ningxia Red punches. Pretty good. So how do you get to the goods? You can start just like I started. Start out with a premium starter kit. It gives you opportunity to experiment with different oils. Find out what you like, find out what you may not like, what, how you can be able to incorporate them and experiment, because it made the most sense to me. It made the most sense to me to why not get a multi-pack of oil so that I can give them a try. So you also get your biggest bang for your buck. So you get 12 oils, it also includes the Thieves Hand Purifier and a premium diffuser. Let me show you. I have my diffuser actually going now with Thieves and lavender, because it's the time my husband came home yesterday and he was like trying to cough and sneeze. I said, no, ain't nobody got time for that. Let's get this Thieves a-cracking. So this is my my diffuser. You can have different, and actually you can do different colors. Let me get it back in there. Or you can turn off. There's so many different colors on here. As you see, if you can see it misting now. So this is the diffuser that I chose. Pretty nice. So 12 oils, sanitizer, Ningxia, sample of cleaner. This package is the only place you're going to get that. This package is over 50% off. So there's probably like 1 or 2 oils in there, especially some of the higher quality oils that are in this pack, that would be more than what it is to get all this. All of these 12 oils and your diffuser and Thieves Purifier, sample Ningxia and sample of the Thieves Cleaner is $165. So that essentially is like under $15 per oil. And you're going in a nice high quality diffuser. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense to me, because if I don't like some of the stuff, I don't like it. But if I do, I do. And I still use different mixtures and combinations of these starter oils. I've also branched off from that and been able to experiment and try different things and progress myself towards decreasing as much of the toxic chemicals in the air. So I started making swaps over months of different household cleaners I was using, laundry detergent, and making those switches so that I could begin to clear up the air around us. So I was able to do that after I got my starter kit, and then I enrolled in the Essential Rewards so I could start getting more points towards free products. Everybody likes free, don't they? So when you purchase your starter kit, now you have access to purchase any of all the oils at 24% off. If you don't, obviously you can a la carte and you can purchase individual oils, but you're going to pay 24% more. And then you won't have the ability to earn free products as well. So I thought maybe that's a great idea for me. The Premium Starter Kit, you can choose, actually there's several different diffusers. That's just the one that I chose. You can choose what diffuser that you like with that as well. The way to join is going on youngliving.com. Make sure you throw in a sister sponsor ID for me introducing you. to the oily life. My ID is 160-99201. Want to make sure you get all the information you need here as well. Hopefully everybody can see, wait a minute, can see that, as well as if you want to get more information, you can join my Oily Wellness crew by text. Just text the word Oily Wellness 317-316-0290. That way you will be able to receive text messages about the benefits of oils, how I use them, oily recipes as well. So now, if this is not for you today, it's not for you today, but you can always feel free to join the Oily Wellness crew. Just text Oily Wellness. Once you do receive it, when you decide to go ahead and grab your kit, feel free to holler at me with questions. You can do that now. You will receive training on how to use your kit, different recipes and blends, and keeping you up to date when we have specials, training. I don't know everything about oils. I'm continuing to learn, but I have an awesome team of individuals and people that know way more than I do that I glean information from, and that if I don't know it, then I will be able to find out what it is that you need. All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is Dr. Letitia Williams, Oil Fitness Lady. You can find me on Instagram at Dr. Letitia PT. If you want to focus on your fitness and how I use oil in the oils and oil-based products in the gym, you can follow me at Oil Fitness Lady as well. Don't see any questions, feel free, hit questions in the comment section. Look forward to hearing from you at my next essential oil class.